everybody, welcome back to the 4-String Strum of the channel. It's all about ukuleles. Today we're going to be working on a new simplified, modified, bluegrassified kind of a strum. And this is basically a more simple bluegrass strum that I think you're going to like. I'm going to call this one the finger drag. All right, let's get into it. All right, so this strum is going to work with our paintbrush as a base. All right, so you folks have been around, you know paintbrush, but stick with me on this one. If you're new here especially, here's how paintbrush goes. So you just hit it with your thumb. So your thumb is kind of like paint, and your finger is going to be brush. So paint, and then you brush the rest of the strings with your finger. So thumb only does the top string. Okay, that's all its job is, just that top string, and the finger works the rest of the strings, okay? Thumb only goes down. In this new strum we're going to learn today, there's no up thumb, it's just down. Okay? Paintbrush just goes like that. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming. So you can hear how that works, right? Now, for this new strum, this finger drag thing, where every once in a while we're going to throw a finger in to come back up. Now let me just show you how this works. What I want you to do is think about a can of paint in front of you. All right, you've got your brush in your hand and you're going to dunk your brush into the paint, and then you're going to brush up, brush down. Then you need more paint, brush up, brush down, paint, brush up, brush down. All right, you got it in your mind? See it? Okay. So for this, what we're going to do, paint is your thumb. Again, just going to work that top string. He doesn't strum up. He doesn't do anything fancy. Strong union, this thumb. That's his only job. Up there on the top string. Now, so that's going to be our paint. So that's us sticking in for the paint. And then we're going to brush up. And we're going to brush down, right? Brush up, brush down. Then we're going to get more paint. Paint, brush up, brush down. 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 Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. All right, you guys good with that? Practice this for a few minutes. Make sure you got it down. Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. Paint, up, down. Okay, just like that. Once you got it, come back and I'll show you the next part. All right, you're back. So here we go. We're going to start with our regular paintbrush strum now. So like I said at the beginning, just paintbrush. Okay, just like that. Let's practice this just for a second. Do a few with me. Paintbrush, 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 paintbrush. Stop. All right, now we're going to do the finger drag. So that's going to be paint up, down, paint up, down. Do it with me. Paint up, down, paint up, down. Okay, back one more time for paintbrush. And then we're going to do our finger drag. Okay, all I'm doing here is I'm throwing in an extra finger in the middle of paintbrush, if you want to think about it that way. Right, and that's the finger drag. The finger drags kind of back up, and you finish off your paintbrush is another way to think about it. So now let's do 3 paintbrush strums. Paintbrush, 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 paint up, down, paint, brush, paint, brush, paintbrush, paint up, down. Paintbrush, paint up, down. Paintbrush, 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 paint up, down. That's it. Paintbrush, 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 paint up, down. Now, you could do a pattern like that all the way through the song if you wanted to, right? Or you can throw that finger drag in wherever you see fit. Okay, let me just show you an example of how this can work. I play maybe a couple of paintbrushes and then I'll throw in the finger drag just in the middle every once in a while, just to kind of jazz it a bit. Okay, and it doesn't have to be every second one, doesn't have to be every fourth one. It can be if you really want that, and if it sounds good, knock yourself out. Let me just show you a little version of this, okay? Here we go. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Okay, so you can see that sometimes I did it after two, sometimes I waited a little while. It doesn't really matter. What this strum does though is it kind of isolates your thumb. So it makes it less confusing than a full-on bluegrass strum where your thumb is going up and it's going down and your finger's doing double duty in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna play a song now, and this is, we'll use Get Along Home Cindy to go through this and practice this. I'm gonna do this sort of at a medium kind of a speed. Now, always remember folks, there's, in one of these corners, there's like a little gear thing, and you can speed this up or you can slow this down. You just click on the gear and then it'll say playback speed. So put it down to 50% if that's where you're at, and then slowly notch your way up. All right, let's give this song a whirl. Hey folks, don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down here. You can click that. Really helps me out a lot. If you're enjoying this type of playing and you'd like to get your own Duke ukulele, banjo ukulele, I've got a link in the description there with an exclusive offer for 4-string strummer folks, and saves you some money, and it gets shipped pretty much anywhere in the world at no extra charge. All right, so make sure you check that out. And also, if you like this style of playing and you'd like to really up your game, I'll put a link in the description. I'm also taking on private students and I do online lessons. So check that out as well. All right, let's get into the tune. All right, so let me just show you quick rundown of this song. It's just 3 chords. It's C, F, G7, 3 of our favorites. And it goes like this. You ought to see my Cindy, starts in C. She comes from way down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees, G7, swarm around her mouth. Back up to C, get along, F. Home, Cindy, Cindy, get along, C. Home, F, get along, home, Cindy, Cindy. I'll G7, marry you someday. Back to C. And that's the entire song. All right, let's play it through. Got your fingers ready. All right, get it ready to drag it back up, paint up, down. Here we go. Well, you ought to see my Cindy. She comes from way down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees swarm around her mouth. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Well, it's Cindy in the springtime, and it's Cindy in the fall. And if I can't have my Cindy, I won't have no gal at all. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Well, I wish I was an apple just hanging on a tree, and every time that Cindy passed, she'd take a bite of me. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Well, if I had a needle just as fine as I could sew, I'd stitch that good right to my coat, and down the road we'd go. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Back to the beginning. Ready? Well, you ought to see my Cindy, she comes from way down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees swarm around her mouth. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. All right, so play around with that one because it's a great little, it's kind of a simplified version of our regular bluegrass strum. Your thumb has joined that strong thumb union, and it only goes down and it only hits the top string. No up strums, no fanciness with your thumb. All right, oh, by the way, how do you like my Preacher and the Bear shirt? I should have had this one on last week. There's the preacher, there's the bear. All right, folks, that's it for this week. Any questions at all, feel free, drop them down into the comments section. As you know, I'm always more than happy to help you out. And until we see you next time, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun. Maybe with one of these tunes right over here. All right, bye for now.